In this video, we're diving deep into the annals of warfare, not to glorify violence, but to uncover how certain battles became catalysts for positive change in human history, turning points that preserved freedoms, sparked cultural renaissances, and paved the way for global peace and progress. Buckle up as we explore the strategies, the heroes, the stakes, and the lasting legacies that continue to influence our world today. The Battle of Tours. We arrive at the early Middle Ages, a time of flux following Rome's fall. Europe was fragmented into kingdoms like the Franks, Visigoths, and Lombards, while Islam exploded from Arabia. The Prophet Muhammad's death in 632 AD sparked the Rashidun Caliphate's conquests, spreading Islam to Syria, Egypt, Persia. By 661 AD, the Umayyad Caliphate ruled from Damascus, expanding westward into North Africa. By 711 AD, under Tariq ibn Ziyad, Muslims crossed into Spain, defeating Visigothic King Roderick at Guadalida, conquering most of Iberia in years. Al-Andalus became a beacon of Islamic culture, blending Arab, Berber, and local elements. The Umayyads eyed further expansion. In 720 AD, they raided into Gaul, modern France, sacking cities like Narbonne. By 732 AD, Abdul Rahman al-Ghafiqi, governor of Al-Andalus, assembled a massive army. Estimates vary from 40,000 to 80,000, mostly cavalry, including Berber, light horse, and Arab heavy cavalry. Their goal? Plunder, perhaps conquest, of Frankish lands. The Franks, descendants of Germanic tribes, were consolidating under the Merovingian kings, but real power lay with mayors of the palace, like Charles Martel, the Hammer. Charles, son of Pepin of Herstal, had unified the Franks through civil wars, creating a professional army loyal to him. He reformed military service, granting benefices, land, for cavalry service, laying groundwork for feudalism. As Abdul Rahman's forces marched north, ravaging Aquitaine, Duke Odo appealed to Charles for aid. Charles mobilized 15,000 to 30,000 infantry, mostly foot soldiers, armed with axes, spears, shields, no heavy cavalry. Franks fought dismounted. The armies met near Tours, also called Poitiers, between Poitiers and Tours in central France. Exact site debated, but likely wooded hills favoring defense. October 10, 732 AD. Autumn chill. For 6 days. Skirmishes. Abdul Rahman probed Frankish lines. Charles chose high ground, forming a square or phalanx, like formation dense, immovable. Chroniclers call it a wall of ice. On the 7th day, Abdul Rahman launched full assault. Moorish cavalry charged repeatedly, but the wooded terrain and steep slopes blunted their momentum. Frankish infantry, disciplined and armored, held with Francisca throwing axes, disrupting charges. The battle raged. Franks inflicted heavy casualties in close combat. A turning point. Rumor spread that Franks raided the Moorish camp, rich with booty. Berber contingents withdrew to protect it, causing panic. Abdul Rahman rallied but was slain, arrow or axe. Accounts vary. Leaderless, Moors retreated overnight, abandoning camp. Charles, cautious, didn't pursue immediately, fearing ambush. Next day, he found the enemy gone. Frankish losses, perhaps 1,000 to 1,500. Moorish, 10,000 to 12,000, including their leader. Victory at Tours halted Islamic advance into Europe. Charles consolidated power. His descendants, Pepin the Short, Charlemagne, building the Carolingian Empire. Why better for humanity? It preserved Christian Europe, allowing the Carolingian Renaissance revival of learning, arts under Charlemagne. Monasteries copied classical texts, saving knowledge through dark ages. Without Tours, Islamic conquest might have engulfed Europe, altering culture. Islam brought advancements in math, medicine, philosophy to Al-Andalus, but a full conquest could have suppressed Christianity, delaying Renaissance, Reformation, Enlightenment. Tours maintained cultural diversity. Europe's Christian framework fostered universities. Bologna 1088, Oxford 1096. Gothic architecture, scientific method precursors. It spurred military evolution. Charles' reforms birthed knightly class, chivalry, influencing medieval warfare. Historians debate significance. Some say overrated, as Umayyads overextended, but contemporaries like Bede saw it as salvation. Edward Gibbon speculated, without Martel, the Arabian fleet might have sailed without a naval combat into the mouth of the Thames. The interpretation of the Quran would now be taught in the schools of Oxford. Tours symbolize clash of civilizations, but ultimately preserve pluralism, enabling exchanges like Crusades' knowledge transfer. In essence, it ensured Europe's path to modernity, balancing faiths and fostering progress. If this chapter of history fired up your imagination, hit that like button if you want more deep dives into history's mysteries. And don't forget to subscribe to Man in the Room. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. We're just getting started on uncovering the world's hidden stories. Share your favorite theory in the comments. Was the Battle of Tours a decisive point in history? Drop a comment and let's discuss. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.